But a known problem with these vehicles. These are the S series, or basically the GM and GMC's version of their small truck back in the day. This is the GMC Jimmy. The Chevy would be the Chevy Blazer. Both are identical except for basically the front nose cone and a few electronics inside. But the biggest known issue on these are steering issues and engine oil leaks. If you can solve these two problems, you've got a bulletproof vehicle. But the problem is finding one that doesn't have one of these issues. The steering issues you will chase. Guys, in the last video I showed you what we had to do. I'm going to break down in a separate video just how extensive that repair really was, because we did wind up having to pull the gearbox, and when we pulled the gearbox, we found that the gearbox was bad. That bad gearbox added to all the other complications because I'll break it down in the other video. Let me go over a few things that you'll need to know if you're going to buy one of these older used vehicles. Number one, know that you're going to have door pin and bushing issues. I've got plenty of videos on that already on this channel, guys. So check out any of those. Otherwise, if you guys want a specific one, you can link it down below. I chose to go with metal replacement bushings rather than the brass, because the brass shatters as you try to put the pins in it, because the hinges do warp and bend over time. And because of that, the bushings just don't go in without cracking. So metal bushing upgrade for your door pins and bushings. I've done both sides, both driver and passenger on this vehicle. Now, normally if you didn't hang on the door or put any pressure on the door, it wouldn't do this, but this is a weak point on these vehicles. Next, if you have the 4.3, which most people do, if these vehicles are still around, they did come with a 2.8 liter. The 2.8 was very anemic, had almost no power whatsoever. 4.3 had a little bit more torque, a little bit more power, but still nothing to write home about. That being said, maintenance on that motor requires cap and rotor usually about every 40,000 miles, plugs about every 50,000, and wires. These are known problems for these engines. Sometimes you'll have spider injection issues on the engine, but normally you're pretty good there. Rear axles, you're bulletproof. That rear axle came from the Camaro chassis. So they had plenty of axles laying around. They decided to throw them in here. That's why your offsets are a little weird. That's why I have spacers on the rear to push the rear wheels out, but normally they'd be tucked in farther. So when you look down the side, because mine do stick out a little bit more, it actually tracks with the back. The front does, so that it doesn't look like I'm dragging the back axle through snow. Again, that's because they used a Camaro rear axle. Transmissions in these things, as long as you do your transmission flushes, are pretty bulletproof. These are the same transmissions out of the pickups, and it is a bit over-engineered for this truck. So as long as you did your transmission flushes, you're good to go. Main motor components and transmission, you're solid. It's over-engineered, which is a really good thing. But just know you're going to chase oil leaks. You are going to chase steering issues with these. It is the common problem known to these vehicles. And some of it is because of how it was designed and how the front end is set up. It puts added stress on key steering components. And as some components fail, they tend to knock out other ones.